Welcome to Plus TV's Tea Time, an entertainment news program. I'm Tokunbo Taiwo, and here to discuss these stories with me is my co-anchor, Ife Oshunkeye. So this morning I was like, what's new? Now what's good?
Ha, Tokunbo.
Here I go.
What?
Okay.
What's good? Everything is good, man. Everything Gucci.
Everything Gucci? Sorry, I don't understand. No comprehend.
It's a slang for everything good.
Everything?
Good. When you say everything Gucci, it's like, I can be like, Tokunbo, what's Gucci?
But that's so lame, man. That's so like last century. They do Wagwan now. Wagwan, everything cool.
Oh, so that's recent.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Hey, tonight, my man. Me, I feel all right.
Now you're talking. All right, this afternoon we've got some interesting stories, so stay put because it's an exciting lineup indeed. We're starting first up with this story on Two-Face, who collaborates with Simi on Simisola'and, the deluxe album. Okay, so it's like she had released this single some time back. It's just now that she's collaborating with Two-Face. And I think some time back she said she'd always wanted to work with Two-Face. And I think she shared that on social media, I think about 3 or 5 years ago.
5 years.
5 years ago.
Actually.
So it's like she's working towards making sure that her plans come to pass and her dreams come to pass. So what's your take that the both of them have come together? Because I think it was the fans that were saying that both of them should work hand in hand to...
Yeah, that was back then in 2013 when she took a picture with Two-Face. I think she met Two-Face for the first time in 2013. Then she took a picture with him and then she tweeted, like the caption for the picture she posted was, "One day I would work with you. Please retweet at official Tubaba," and then she tagged him and all that. And her fans went crazy. Like,
but did Two-Face respond at that time? Do you remember?
I am not sure about that, but I didn't see any response, and but I don't think it did. I'm sure. Yeah. So it was just a dream that she has always. It was just a dream that she was hoping would come true for her one day, and she'll be able to work with a legend because she referred to him as a legend. And yeah, so. And then in 2018, she had a track with, matter of fact, apart from Adekunle, the original album she dropped, she didn't feature anyone else apart from Adekunle Gold. Okay. And now she's featured Two-Face and Adekunle Gold. So it's so beautiful that she's working with iconic artist on my album, so yeah.
Okay, but do you remember she worked one time with Falz?
Yes, but that was on Falz's album and their joint album together, Chemistry. They have a joint album called Chemistry, so yeah, they have different bodies of works together.
So how do you think people are going to react to this now that, okay, she's done what she wanted to do? How do you think they're going to react to their collaboration?
Oh, people just feel like, okay, yeah, dreams do come true, because then it seemed like it was impossible, because she didn't even say, I'm working with Tubaba soon. She said one day that it was like a goal, a target for her. That was like the height of achievement for her at that time. Like, if I work with Two-Face, then I have gotten to a certain level of, what should I call it, stardom. Yeah, so working with Two-Face now must be like a dream come true, even though I'm sure by now she must have met with Two-Face several times over. Course, and yes, but as it is, this is their first official song together. And yes, in the music industry, Two-Face is definitely a legend, so yeah, it's a big deal still.
Okay, do you have any final words before we move on to our next story?
Keep your dreams alive. Impossible is nothing. Matter of fact, impossible is nothing but a word.
Okay, up next is the story on which is about a looming family feud as Davido's girlfriend dumps school. You know how I don't know, the way they just, you know, the words and the play on words and how people blow things out of proportion and how they just take things out of context. Do you think that's what's happening in this case?
You know, I am the advocate for media taking things out of context. But in this particular case, I don't think it was taken out of context because I'm an alumni of Babcock University myself, and that's the school Chioma is
Supposedly.
supposedly,
Yes,
supposed to be attending,
But
but
from what I hear, that she hasn't been attending
yeah,
classes.
she hasn't been attending
she
classes.
skipped
She's been traveling the world with
round
David
with-
Doe.
exactly.
She has deferred the admission. At some point, she wasn't in school for a whole semester
Yes.
because she was with David Doe. And then her family now, they are so
Worried.
disappointed, and they're like, look, education is everything. You need to get your education first before you start doing it. Even though right now, she's a proud owner of a Porsche car. She's been endorsed with over 160, let me say 60 million. She's endorsed with over 60 million naira. She's definitely famous now. She walks the streets of Lagos and people recognize her as David Doe. She's affiliated to a very good brand or...
But Ife, do you think those are good enough reasons for her to leave
No,
school?
there's no good enough reason to abandon education or forfeit your education. Nothing is good enough. Even the billionaires of this world that are not educated, they still have that regret because there are certain things they cannot do without education. Like she can never run for president of Nigeria without her education.
But she may not have that in her pipeline.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, there are certain things you are limited to doing without education. And there's certain exposures you would never get
But you're
without
saying
being
it like
educated.
she's never had any kind of education whatsoever. She's
No,
saying,
that's not
I
what
think,
I'm saying.
Yeah, but the way she's looking at it is like she feels she's had enough.
No, I don't think that's what she's not even saying anything out
That's what
there.
I'm saying, that based on what she did, this revelation now, that she wants to stop what she's...
No, it's not like, I just think that, look, these things are a bit overwhelming and distracting, that it would make anyone lose focus.
Okay, so you think that's what's happening
Yeah,
in
I think
this
that's
space?
what is happening. In this space, she feels like, what's the need? I'm going to school to get a job so that I can make some money
what
for
I'm
myself.
saying, yeah.
And she's already making a lot of money than well, don't quote me. She's probably making enough money more than her whole family combined.
And then to make matters worse, she's a chef, isn't she?
Yeah.
And she doesn't need... What education does she need regarding that? Tell me.
Well, wait, are we preaching that education is not...
No, that's not the point. I'm saying...
Hey, Dogubo. Okay.
Oh.
Is that what we're trying to tell people now? Okay, kids, please go to school. Do not listen to Uncle Tokumbo.
No, what I'm saying is that I'm trying to see reason where she's coming from, you know.
Look, it's understandable, but it's not excusable.
No,
I don't
what
know if I'm
saying,
making any
yes,
sense.
you're making sense. But what I'm saying is that she has had some kind of education. She has done, you know, nursery, primary, secondary, at least. So what I'm saying is that if she feels that that's enough for her.
First, the report stated that her dad is a staunch Adventist. And then Babcock is a seventh-day Adventist school.
Church. Okay.
So anything that is not in accordance with that Adventist life, I'm sure already they are not proud of the fact that their daughter is dating David Doe. Do you understand? Because I went to the school. I know how 5 years of my life was because we're not even allowed to wear... I can't wear this type of jeans in Babcock. I can't even wear this T-shirt in Babcock. I had to be all suited up, and studying law for that matter, it was even more difficult for me. So I know how a proper Adventist family or a proper Adventist setting is. So for her now to be doing this, it's against everything the Adventists believe in. So I can understand the standpoint of her father, but at the same time, I also understand the standpoint, but I am not in support of it. Because I think no matter what you do, even David Doe, that she's following up and down, completed his education, graduated with the first class. Now he's allowed to do
What I'm saying
his
is that
music.
her education may not necessarily be academic. She can pursue further education in her cooking or her cuisine or in getting further education.
So what's the point? Anything worth doing is worth doing well. What is the point of starting? Because they said she got into school in 2012 and she should have finished since 2016. And this is
True,
2018,
18,
and
2
she's
years
still
way.
there. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So she just needs to, since she started since 2012, why won't she just finish
it? Okay, all right, we'll leave it there. Still to come on afternoon tea time. Morning, oh, good heavens, I need to wake up. Maybe I need to have some tea. We'll be bringing you Scoop on Juliet Ibrahim. That's all coming up when Tea Time on Plus TV Africa continues.
You know know from day one, Glow makes life easier. They brought us unbelievable data packages and even an optic fiber cable to make sure we optimize. There are two things in our lives we depend on: the communication and information, voice and data. Whether you sell, buy, learn, teach, serve, or lead, it really comes down to those two things: voice or data. Today's world is all about you. You want what you want, how you want it, and Glow delivers. That's why Glow is introducing Flexi, the freedom to use voice and data the way you like on every recharge. No plan, no hassle, easy.
Now, on every recharge, Glow Flexi automatically gives the freedom to use voice and data as you like. At the best rates in town, no plan, no hassle.
The grandmasters of data, Glow.
Hello and welcome back. You're watching Tea Time and we're about to bring you our next story, which is on Juliet Ibrahim, the Ghanaian actress. She said, if you don't take care of your woman, someone else will.
All right.
Okay, so what's your reaction?
Well, my reaction is something I've always told guys. You know, being a gentleman, I always take care of my women, you know, so I don't let any guy get the chance to take care of.
If Lakwe was here, what do you think she would say to your response now?
I can't roll.
Did you just roll your
Yes. I can't. I think this will be Lakwe's reaction.
Exactly.
That would have been Lakwe's reaction. But okay, but on the real, I think what Juliet Ibrahim said is so true. Obviously, if you don't take care of your woman, someone else will definitely do it for you.
I'm glad you used the word obviously, because that's the issue that I have with it. One of these people that always come up with some of these obvious statements once again. I'm like, yeah, we know that. It's obvious. Why come out and say, or do you think she has had an interview like you always say and that has been picked out from...
No, a lot of people are even saying, no, this one, in this case, it wasn't an interview.
She just came out and
posted it on Instagram.
There you go. I was like,
if
seriously?
you did take care of your woman, so on that. No, our actual statement was, if you don't take care of your woman, someone else will take care. I'm tired of men that say, or how did she put it? But at least she was insinuating that men that say because she's independent, they don't have to take care of her.
And then do you think she's actually referring to...
Iceberg Slim?
No. Who is this, her current boyfriend?
Iceberg Slim was the last guy she was with.
Okay. And who was before that? Do you know, by any chance?
No.
Okay, all right.
It was rumored then, it was John Dumel. Rumored, don't quote me.
Okay. Okay, so do you think it has any bearing on her last relationship?
That's what the fans are saying, because they said she had been posting a lot of things, and most of them is always in accordance to money, not spending money on a woman and things like that. So they feel like she's kind of shading Iceberg Slim. Maybe Iceberg Slim was the one who wasn't taking care of her, thinking, oh, Juliet Ibrahim has been there way before me. She's probably independent, so why should I spend my money when she has her money? She drives a Range Rover, I drive a Range Rover, so why would I give you money? But look, man, these days, women, it's not enough for a woman to have, even if a woman is making more than you do, sometimes make the effort of taking her to dinner, even though...
Do you think Iceberg Slim did not know that?
Well, I'm not saying she's talking to Iceberg, but you wanted to beat me on the road. I'm not talking about Iceberg Slim. I'm just saying generally, like, even if your woman is making triple of what you're making, just make the effort. Take her out once in a while, buy her a gift, take her out for dinner, you know, just do some surprise.
But it's not every man that is the same. Some have their ways of treating their women in a good way. It doesn't have to necessarily be in this way that you have specified.
So what way are you talking? Do you get your mind out the gutter?
I wasn't even thinking that.
What? I didn't even say anything either.
I'm talking about ways to please a woman without necessarily...
Tell me the ways to please a woman without necessarily...
What? So you mean it's only by taking her out that she's going to be pleased?
Just by taking her out, surprise her, buy her jewelry, buy her...
And are these the only ways?
Naturally natural.
Wait, are these the only... But what I'm saying is you can't generalize that on every woman. Some women want the tender touch. Some women want, just a little bit of TLC.
According to Ipeoluwa statistics, it is statistically proven that...
Here we go again. Until it is proven, I'm not going to believe anything in your book of statistics.
In my book of statistics.
Yes. Anyway,
But
yeah.
it's hard to satisfy a woman. Women, we know they are hardly pleased. So
Before you even carry on, Ife, let me just ask you, because like I always say that this is one of these obvious things that you don't have to come out and say, do you support this coming out to say this on social media about something that is obvious?
it's not obvious because not every man knows that, because some men are obviously not taking care of the women even though they have the ability to.
So you think she's
So it's
educating
not-
some
yeah,
men
she's
right
educating
now?
some men right now.
Okay, you inclusive. All right.
No,
then.
definitely not. Come on, man. Do you want my witnesses to come out? Please
Yes.
comment in the comment section and let them know how much I took care of you, or I am taking care of you, or I will take care of you.
Okay, did you actually see this post on Instagram? Did you see like the reactions and comments? Did you by any chance?
Yes.
So what are people saying?
And people were like, preach on. Some people were like, exactly. Some men were like, let me take care of you. Some, And then some people took the opportunity to shoot their shots.
Okay.
Yeah, so a lot of hilarious comments, and yes. Like I'm shooting my shots now.
You are?
Yes, now,
Okay.
with the ladies out there.
Yeah. Oh, I thought you were talking about Juliet Ibrahim. Anyway.
Oh, no.
Okay. Why? Why did you say oh no all of a sudden like that? She's not your cup of tea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
okay.
let's leave it at that.
Exactly.
She's not my cup of tea.
Okie dokie.
I like to sip my cup of tea.
Did she get any kind of backlash whatsoever? Did anyone say anything negative?
I didn't see any negative comment. People just spoke on it on a general note. But obviously, there must have been negative comments, but I didn't see any of that. So maybe I'll check up later, and if I find anything, watch the space.
And I
like
just
you
sort of
always say.
remembered this, not too long ago we talked about her and this woman, the actress.
The Yoruba
actress
that got slapped.
Exactly.
And stopped. That was funny.
There was a lot of bickering and back and forth between her and that woman. Do you know how it ended again? Was it one of them apologized?
Yeah. The Yoruba actress came out to apologize, considering the fact that Juliet Ibrahim has been in the industry before. And I think she was just being modest because she knows she doesn't have as much fans as Juliet Ibrahim, and she wouldn't want to start her career on a negative note. So I
But
think
have you by any chance seen Juliet in any new movie recently or any recent work?
Well,
I think she's gone on the
before I
quiet.
left Ghana, what's it called? In January, I saw a recent movie of her.
Okay.
Yes, I still watched a 2018 movie of.
Okay.
No, was it 2018? Late 2017 movie.
I was going to say
of
2018 is very recent.
No, a late 2017 movie of Juliet Ibrahim. So I think, yeah, she's still out there working.
Okie dokie. Any more final thoughts before we move on?
Men, please take care of your woman. Ask my woman, she'll tell you how it's done.
The advocate, the utopian advocate. Lakwe, where are you when I need you? Time for another quick break, but when we come back, we'll be bringing you one of those juicy stories. We'll be right back.
Thinking of banking in Africa? Think Zenith. In today's fast-moving, fast-changing world, you need a financial partner that understands your unique expectations. A bank with presence in major financial centers across the world, with the enabling platform to facilitate seamlessly, whenever, wherever, however. A bank with best-in-class financial solutions from a superb combination of technology and human touch for easy, fast, and secure banking that creates real value. Turning dreams into reality is now in your hands. People, technology, service. Zenith Bank, in your best interest.
Welcome back. It's tea time on Plus TV Africa, and we're quickly moving on to our next and final story. Now, a lady has turned down a trip to Dubai and a $100,000 offer for sex. Okay. So, let's not forget, she's a Ghanaian, is it actress or singer?
Singer.
Sorry,
singer.
Okay.
Right. Oh, God.
You were going to say? Yeah.
I was just wondering, like, $100,000, that's a lot of money.
So you think there's she has some kind of integrity
And then,
for her?
I don't know why the media always comes out to say it was sex. Did you just mention sex?
Yes.
Well, the guy didn't expressly ask her for sex. He only said he had $100,000 to invest in a music career. And then he was like, okay, you have to talk to my manager. Then the guy spoke to a manager, then the money came up. Then all of a sudden, the guy wasn't talking about the money again. So she kept asking him, like, is that money still up for grabs? Are you still going to invest in my career? And the guy was like, oh, yeah, but you have to spend the weekend with me in Dubai.
But what does that imply? That's like in a
He said he
different
needed
way.
to show her something
Oh,
before he gives her
please,
the money.
if you believe that, you believe anything. Come on now, you've used that line before as well. Don't tell me. Come on.
You know I've used that line before.
Seriously, like,
just
where
wanted
are
to-
you?
He just wanted to show her something. Maybe it was the Burj Khalifa. You know, he wanted her to get some exposure.
Yeah, right. Well, yeah.
Don't
you were
you know
saying,
how long the Burj Khalifa is?
yes, even if they climb to the top, you know. Even if they do go there, what's the end
The guy
point?
just wanted to show it to her, and then from there,
Well,
he
if
could give her the
seriously, for
money.
someone you don't really know, for you to say for
Yeah,
them
and
to
the
come
funny
on,
thing is,
yeah.
she never met the guy.
That's what I'm
The
saying.
guy just wrote her on social media.
Exactly. The
and
more
told her,
reason
like,
why
oh,
you know what's in the pipeline.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So,
So, do you believe her, or do you believe him, or do you believe?
Well, the guy hasn't confirmed it. Well, this story could be a lie for all I care. It could just be something she was making up.
No, what I'm saying is that because initially you were worried that he hasn't said anything about sex. Do you, based on what we've just said now, you still don't believe that?
No, I don't believe it could. It doesn't necessarily have to be sex.
So you think it
For
was
all
something
we care,
else for a
this-
weekend?
Yeah, it was
for
just
someone
a
he doesn't
weekend.
know.
Yeah, maybe he just wanted to show her the studio, the house that she would live in.
Seriously,
And these are the
I think you need
business-
to put on your thinking cap.
Jesus. Tokumbo has just insulted me on national television.
Oh, no, but seriously though, do you still believe that nothing of the sort was on the man's mind?
Well, I'm not saying, like, who am I to judge? I'm not a judgmental person, if you notice.
Okay, so what are you saying exactly? Because I want to get to the bottom of it,
saying
because
this
I'm not
guy
understanding.
said, all you have to do is
Yeah.
spend a weekend. He did not say, you need to come and spend a weekend with me in my hotel room
But
in
he
Dubai.
said spend the weekend with me.
Yeah, with me. They could have
Yes.
gone sightseeing. They could have gone for movies. They could have gone for
How
dinner.
many
They could
men
have gone
do you
for
know that
business
say
meetings.
that come for the weekend?
Oh, look,
with
there are
me?
some genuine men. Look, I'm that type of person. Before I invest my money in your business, I
Your
need to know.
$100,000.
my 100 naira saved my brother. We must communicate and know exactly where we are going. You know, I must know how you spend money. You know, you should see the type of businesses I run.
But seriously though, if you had $100,000 and you wanted to invest in someone you think would do very well in the acting or in the music industry, seriously, would you say for someone, if you want to help someone, you help that person? This is the issue that I have with people that always like to help. Because like here, I don't know if it's here in Africa, but I don't want to generalize. People that want to help, they always attach one kind of a condition to it. And I'm like, it's not necessary. If you really want to help someone, you don't have to say, okay, come, let's go here first.
Okay.
Or come and see this first. If you really want to help, please help. And then maybe even put the person in contact with the right person.
Right. Do you know that I agree with you 100? But would you also agree with me on this note that a lot of people have lost opportunities based on speculations and based on assumption? Because this guy could actually be a good person. Now, did she bother to do a back? Because she said after he said that, she just blocked him straight. Did she bother to do a background check? Did she inquire into what exactly do you want to show to me? What
But the
does
thing
it
is,
entail?
he has drawn a line, or he has even crossed the line by even asking for someone that he doesn't even know. What does that say about the person? For someone that doesn't really know and you want to travel with someone, even you, if a stranger comes and says they want to take you to Dubai, or what country have you never been to
That is
before?
why I said, why didn't she do a background check? She didn't tell us who this guy was. She didn't tell us what he does. She didn't tell us why she...
Well, she made the obvious point very clear that they didn't really know each other.
because she assumed the guy wanted to sleep
No,
with...
I'm saying even before he made the money, the traveling proposal,
They had
didn't
not met.
they hadn't
Yes,
known
but
each
you
other
know-
very well.
Wait, don't you know that sometimes in life you can meet your helper? in one day?
Yeah,
Somebody
but
you have
if
never
your helper,
met before?
listen, if your helper is giving you something with the left and collecting with the right, it's
But
no
this
help.
guy did not. God.
You're
My
advocating for
my
this person that you don't even
No,
know.
I'm not advocating for him. Look, it's a two-way street.
Yes.
I'm just saying that a lot of people have lost opportunities based on. Look, some people. I have a friend, right? She was supposed to go for an interview. No, she gave her CV to somebody.
Okay.
And then before she could give her CV to the person has been asking her, oh, let's hang out, let's hook up, let's see, and all that. And she was like, do you want to, because you want me to send my CV, is that why you want to see me? And this guy just wanted to give her a lowdown of how the job works. Are you going to be able to do this job before he takes it up with the management of the company where it works? But this girl was skeptical at first, so she told me about it, and I was like, look, go for this meeting. You never know. Okay, do you know what? I'll drive you there myself. And I drove her there. I sat down outside the restaurant because she's a very good friend. And you know, when she came out, she was like, God, I would have missed out on this opportunity. This guy only wanted to explain the nature of the job they do and all of that.
Yeah.
And she agreed to the job. And now she's working with this guy and she's getting paid a lot of money. So
But you
imagine...
can see, though, that in this, in this transaction, there was nothing about traveling anywhere. What if the guy had said, okay, before I give you this job or before I give you the lowdown, let's go all the way to is it France or Dubai that this man is
because
saying?
I did not tell you where the restaurant was and I did not tell you where we went from.
Where? But it's a restaurant. It's an open
And
place.
okay,
There, you didn't travel, did you? Did you travel?
But it was in a hotel premises.
Yes, no problemo. As long as you don't travel.
And
Traveling.
she ended the story in the restaurant. She did not tell me the upstairs part.
Oh, they went upstairs.
I do not know.
It gets
But
juicier.
I know it was for
proving
hours.
my point that if this guy had traveled, it would have ended up in the hotel room.
I'm just saying, like, anything could have happened, and then she could have told me the part she wanted to tell me. Now, this girl could have told us the part she wanted to tell us.
Okay. All right. On that note, I think it's a wrap on the show because I can't keep arguing with Ife. Join us tomorrow for fresh episodes of the program. But before then, a big thank you to my co-anchor, Ife Oshinkeye, the production team, and our stylist, courtesy of Kudi Empire. Until next time, I'm Tokunbo Taiwo saying thanks for watching and have yourself a lovely evening.